We're gonna go to like a new segment of the show. Like I said, for our, can we call them our hive, the Real Nigger Alliance, RNA?
Cufflinks.
The
cufflinks.
Yeah, cufflinks. Shout out to the cufflinks as well. We ain't leaving them out. But shouts out to the Real Nigger Alliance.
But what's the difference between the cufflinks?
I'll break it down after.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
sir.
Sorry, sir. We're going to the awards segment. Yeah, RNA awards. Yeah. Well, you didn't know.
No, I didn't
it's
know.
part of the show now.
Okay.
This is my RNA award of the week. It's Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
He has to get the RNA award of the week for me. So I just love the fact that this young man who has as far as I'm aware, what's today's date? It's the 27th of October when we're recording, but 29th when you're listening to the podcast. As I'm aware, currently has no political alliances, hasn't endorsed any parties. He's just a man that said, these kids are hungry, they need to eat. It's very simple.
Yeah.
I don't see how you could go wrong with this. Summer holidays, 6 weeks, feed these kids, let's make the provisions. And somehow, some way, the government we've got managed to vote no against this motion. And he is, for time of a better word, he's had them on a strip by the singlet. Like, man's like tear your pant on the road, bruv. All the councils up and down the country are all on board saying, yeah,
it's crazy.
Cool, the government will do for us, we'll do this. Local businesses saying, yeah, we'll feed kids. So it's just shaming the government. And I genuinely feel like there's going to be a massive U-turn soon. So I don't know if you guys are kind of up on like the news about that whole free school meals kind of scandal. Like, it was a motion that should have just been easy. Like, yeah, we're going to push this through. And if I'm right, I think there was even a budget for that previously. But for whatever reason, then they're not for it. And it just feels to me like there's just a war on the poor. Like, I don't know what more the Conservative government can do to show the general public like they're not for them. Like, this is a prime. I don't know what the argument is. If like I'm a logical person, I feel like I want to hear enough sides. But what is a logical argument to not feed?
Bro,
these kids?
I'm gonna be honest here. The baby boomers, is that what we call them? The generation above us. Well, whatever they call the baby boomers, I feel like they've just ruined this world for us, bruv. With everything, when it comes to eating, housing, all of that.
Yeah.
If you think about all the policies that they've put in place, it's left us like to buy houses for our generation is almost impossible.
It's in tatters.
That's what I'm saying. But I feel like this is showing that our generation, the millennials, will eventually start changing things, and we're using now our celebrity or people's celebrity and people's influence to start changing the narrative and making things happen properly. So,
and do you know what? It's incredible, but it's sad at the same time that a 22-year-old footballer is
doing more than the government.
He's leading this campaign of making or ensuring that these kids don't go without.
But bro, how can you vote to not let kids eat food? It's a simple thing and to live.
I don't want to say that he's restored my faith in humanity, because like it's easy to forget where you've come from when you've made it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's playing for one of the biggest clubs in history, in the history of football. Football is a big industry, and when you're at the top of your level, then it's easy to kind of like move away from that. That's not my world anymore. Like I can feed like so many people within my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a forgotten concept for a lot. So you've got this guy that hasn't, because he's only been in that, like he's been at United
from a kid. He's
been there from a kid, but
it's only come through like
big contract,
a couple of years,
3 or 4 years,
19,
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's very short, like relatively speaking. But at the same time, it's like, like there's a bigger problem outside of me. Yeah, because I was this kid, despite the fact that like I was playing for United youth. Man weren't getting a big paycheck. My mum is still out here struggling. I did this for her more so than anything.
That's why you got to shout out. That's why you got to shout out Raheem Sterling as well, because he was one of the first people to start talking up about stuff that he felt weren't right.
Yeah, in terms of these are guys that come from
racism
backgrounds. They're making a difference, and they're showing the government. Like, it was only a few months ago where he had initially called the government out to make changes. They said no, but after immense pressure, they done a U-turn, and now we've come back to square one again. And it's like, right,
they'll make another U-turn, man.
yeah, of course. But it's just exemplifies, like, you know, the entire fight is bigger than just wanting this to happen. It's infrastructure, it's structure. This can't be part of our infrastructure. We're like what, the 6th wealthiest nation in the world. Why is this a problem?
But I know, I hear you, but I don't think it's even that deep in infrastructure. Because conservatives just don't care about the poor. That's just how I feel.
No, but like,
I understand what you're saying. I'm saying, like,
what they've built, they've built a structure.
It's that simple. It's like, they will go out of their way. The irony, they'll make it seem like, oh, we don't want to encourage people being on handouts, and like the whole benefits generation actually hurts them more than it helps them. The average salary in Parliament is like 80 racks a year. They might have an allowance where they've got expenses. So you have your salary, you get paid every month.
They're not paying for nothing. You
don't have to pay for food. So if anybody's a scrounger, it's you, man.
I
know it's caviar, but you're still scrounging, bruv. Like, I don't understand, like, 100. You can live that life and not understand why it's important. Like, there's so many studies about, like, how effective, how receptive kids are once they've had a proper breakfast. And you, like, growing up in school, we didn't realize it at the time, but you think about it, there was bare kids that when they didn't have nothing. You know, like, and you clock, those are the ones that usually have behavioural problems. You can't focus. I know what I'm like when I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. Don't talk to me. I need to eat and then come and address me. Imagine 100%. A child and that's their regular day to day. And you have, whatever reason, but like an argument to vote against that motion.
We're forgetting though, like, guys, food is just like nutrients. You need it.
Yeah,
it's for your brain. It's for your body. Like, especially for kids,
basic necessities.
Exactly, bro. You're growing. And this is you're a growing saying, child.
Like, when I say structure, I don't mean like like this is what it is. This is what they're trying to create in order to make people desensitized to the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, because their average salary is their average salary. They're well off already, and they're claiming everything back in expenses. Not everyone has that privilege.
This is it.
The majority of the country are like, they're closer to being in debt than being well off.
It's bad enough.
We're all one paycheck away from it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Tatters, bro.
I think MPs should be on minimum wage. I don't think they should be on no 80 bag salary. For what?
That's what I'm saying. What are they doing that's so?
For this 80 bag salary?
Yeah, what are they doing that's so?
I think they should be on minimum wage.
They've proved that they cannot handle anything that's been happening.
Isn't it this guy that done who's done a referendum and then buggered off when it didn't go his way?
Cameron, man, I'm out.
Yeah, Cameron. He said, he thought that it was gonna go his way when he did this.
In a scumbaggy way, yeah. Even though I don't like it, I rate it, man. So I'm out. Enjoy the girl.
Can you imagine?
If you're for the betterment of the country and whatnot, you shouldn't be taking so much.
This is
you get what I'm saying? As in funditure, like, why are you getting paid so much to do what?
But they don't realise
to say yay and nay in Parliament.
Feed the kids and see what happens. Not feed, starve the kids and see what happens.
But this is my,
and you'd be surprised when there's kids on sinkhole estates and they go to crime and that. So it's like,
yeah, but
it's like there's a chain of events here, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is that simple. That is going to be the outcome.
But it goes back to what I was saying about the baby boomers thing. Like, they really don't care.
Yeah,
they got all these policies and all that. Like, I don't know what exactly it was, but there was a policy about retirement and funds and all of this stuff. Like, they really don't care. It's just about them.
Yeah, the retirement age has risen. We are living longer as well, so that plays a part into it. But like,
bro,
minimum wage. You see how many of them are still in Parliament.
Yeah, I had a letter come through the yard the other day, like, about my pensions and stuff. Yeah, and they were telling me about my retirement age in a year that I'm due to retire. Yeah, and I'm like, this is a long time. I don't plan to be doing this for this long.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, and we're in a society where a lot of people are struggling. Do you want to struggle for that long?
They want you to die before you get your pension.
That's the game. That's the game.
That's the
game of the insurance.
And the worst thing is, when you die, your debt goes to your children or next of kin.
Yeah, or they can't enjoy the house. You got to pay mad inheritance.
You got to be patterned up. There's certain things that, like, man are looking into now, to ensure that once I get to a certain age, like, because I can't rely on just that pension. It's not enough.
100%.
And I know that when we get to that year, it's not going to be enough. Like, the economy is going to change so drastically. I can't put faith on the people that are running the country to ensure that I'm patterned.
Bro, how can you put faith in someone who, when they made this decision, it didn't go their way, they went to another island, bruv. They left.
Yeah, Jacob Rees-Mogg. A lot of those guys,
man.
like, they moved their companies
Come
abroad.
on, bro.
And
They have offshore accounts.
When we had like the big, there was a downturn in the economy. He was part of a fund that benefited from us being an economic downturn.
These are the same people that are saying that if you do music, if you do arts, you should find another job.
Oh, you got you.
I'm even gonna lose it today. I'm gonna really lose it. When I saw that, I was really angry, bro.
You man, start
bro. Do you know how fuming I was when I saw that?
And I was talking to my boy like a few days ago about that. He's a full-time musician.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Dedicated his life to craft, and you got to think about like what the arts bring to the economy, how much they generate.
But forget economy. It's culture.
Yeah, but at the same time, you expect people that have dedicated their lives to this thing and what it's done for the economy to now then say you have to retrain and do something else. What if, like, in January I paid an X amount in taxes, not knowing what was going to happen for the rest of the year, and now you're telling me to retrain?
So I'm saying,
and that's only
how is that
going to
work?
And are the jobs even there for them?
Bro,
like
I was playing piano, when I was like 8-9 years old in church. Something that I started from this age. You're telling me that now I should just forget everything and go and work in a factory, bruv. I'll lose it in this place.
But are jobs even available like that? People are losing their jobs left, right, and centre.
This is what I'm saying. You're saying,
so
go find where's the other job to find?
But what I will say is, even though I don't like that stance, take them for what they're saying. Be prepared for the worst case scenario and try and diversify other areas. It's easy for me to say, but like in terms of your field, a lot of the people that do really well are fortunate. Like, you're probably able to have a job for life or earn off your passion, innit? The average working man day to day. I don't remember what article I was reading. Maybe I think it was last year. There was a study talking about like many of us are going to go through 3, 4, maybe 5 different industries before we die, before we retire, etc. So it's like the whole job for life, barring like certain like police, doctor, nurse, certain like key workers. Everybody else, I've seen a lot of people trying to get into tech now. Like you are going to have to diversify. They may have not dressed up the nicest, but that is reality. Especially what's going on now. We're in treacherous times. It's 2020. This is a year we've never seen before. As your brethren, I believe it's going to be fine and things will work out how they work out. Yeah. But just if there's something else you can pattern up.
But Fols, I feel like
I'm not saying
I feel like almost that's almost like I won't say disrespect, but it's almost like you have to think about what the arts contribute to life in general. It's culture. It's how you distinguish things. It's life.
Of course.
That's why I always say music is life, because it's life. Literally, I can tell you a song, or you can tell me a song, and you can tell me where you was, how old you was when you heard that song. Blah blah blah. It's more than just a job.
Music gets people through life.
This is it. People have not committed suicide from music.
Got me through tough times.
Do you know what I mean?
What I'm just saying is, like, I don't feel.
Take the good from it, basically.
Like, just in a mad way, take them for their word, what they're saying, because like whatever normal was before, I don't think we're gonna get back to that for quite some time, innit? People like Ed Sheeran able to do stadium tours. That's not happening for a while.
100%.
And so what does that mean for the rest of the guys lower down the food chain, innit? So
100%.
Look, even up to now, football stadiums are open like that. I think, I don't know if America, in some of the team sports, they're doing like some people in stadiums, but right now the stadium's empty. You know, and those are the industries where they're going to go to first to go and do bailouts. You know what I'm saying?
America's a tapped place. It's true. Like, I'm seeing full-blown concerts in Atlanta.
Yeah.
In this panoramic.
I've seen it.
In the Panasonic.
Man said panoramic.
In the Panasonic.
In this
what
panoramic.
I see today, I think I see a clip of Shensia from Yard. Doing a show, and was it in Atlanta? Like, nothing's happened. I was like,
good food there, you know.
But you know, it is though. See my people from like the ratchet community and that, bro,
they don't give a mock, man.
We've been going through trouble and strife every day. Is Rona.
They don't give a mock.
You know, like, I don't give a heck.
They don't give a mock.
I don't give a heck.
They're getting gunned down by police officers.
I see responsible people like Tia having like album release parties in the club. No face mask in sight. Everybody flexing. So it's like, I think people should be more responsible. But I feel like people, they're just so eager to get things back up and running. Yeah. I've got bare people that we know promote events and that. I've seen man got an event every blessed week, bruv. Right. I can't do it. All this whole table thing, sit amongst your group, Gallon can't dance bubble and that. Yeah, man, that's a bit like virtual wines and that. I like it, man.
This is it,
but they have to, because think about virtual wines. Like promoters. Yeah, that's their life. They have to get to Sims like this. They have to get to it though.
No, I respect it. I get that, but it's like money shouldn't supersede our lives. But I understand you got to pay these bills. So it's like you're gonna take that risk. You're gonna get outside. You're gonna do what you want to do.
Can you pay these bills,
bro? You know, and if you can't, the man.
My whole thing is I just don't want people to disrespect the arts. Like it's not nothing.
You've got a different love for it, though, innit? So
yeah, like this is, but it's not even just. It's not even just me, though, bro.
I don't want to see the people that I know that are fully fledged artists doing something else.
But how many stories have you heard about a fan saying to an artist, "You helped me through this. I would have committed suicide if you didn't make this song." It's not a joke out here. It's serious things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
you don't play with music, man.
You don't play around, man.
Even just like any form of art.
This is it.
Music is a spiritual thing, though. I understand exactly what you're referring to. Yeah.
Fols, you hit it on the head. It's almost spiritual. It's almost.
It's spiritual.
Yeah. Certain songs,
right? You don't play.
Certain songs just transcend.
Never.
Music. It's almost like just life. It's a way of life.
Yeah. It's we are going through treacherous times, but Marcus Rashford, we have presented you the RNA Awards of the week.
Yeah, it's not lost to me that
even though he's a Man United player.
Yes, it's fine. A lot of the pushback he's getting
it's beyond that.
Yeah,
what he's doing is beyond that.
It definitely
there's
is.
no party lines, no club lines, but I feel a lot of the pushback he's getting is because it's a young black man as well.
Yeah,
that is a loss to me. So
100%.
I'm getting a lot of that, like, you know, like the irony, like that underclass community on social media showing us all their shit struggle meals. I don't want to see your shit mushy peas and that, your dead beef struggle. I don't want to see your shit meals, bro. About, I was able to feed my family of £4. What about the gas, the electricity? What about the utensils? Allow it, bro. Don't come and lie to man.
Bruv, a lot of these stones are shaped bad, bro. Look at look at the meals that they're consuming.
Talk your shit, man. Eating best stones. Man's eating potato for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Bro, my thing is, how's he the only one speaking as well? Like, no one ain't really.
No, I like you said that. It'd be nice to see some other footballer step up.
Because
he's only 22.
I saw Mesut Ozil. He's now fully involved in the whole process of donating and making sure that a lot of he's focusing on the North London area.
But I'm wary.
Yeah, but big up to them though.
I mean,
we take it, but the undertone is PR with all the stuff is going through Arsenal.
Yeah.
But you take the rough with the smooth.
Yeah, we take the good from it.
At least coming from a bad situation on his part, he's doing something good.
Because he's been boxed out. He's not part of the squad. He can't play.
There's agenda there, but
there's an agenda to look good on social media.
He's doing it.
But we'll take the meals for the kids, innit? So
he's doing it, innit? So like it'll be nice to see that there's a Donny that's put his head out on the line. It'll be nice to see other professionals 100%. Doing the same thing.
Yeah, people are scared, bro. People don't want to talk no more these days.
There's powers in numbers, man.
That's at this point, what are you really scared of?
But that's where it come like. People are just comfortable in what they're doing.
Man, like,
because you get to a certain
money. Go on.
A player will get to a certain level, where if the current team not fuck with him, he's binded by contract. You're still getting your salary in it. You're still calm financially. And eventually, there's going to be another club that's going to want you because you're a top quality person.
If people buy in it.
A lot of people just don't care. Then it's one of the two.
I feel like
I think you just don't care, or
there is an element
scared
of that,
and also scared. Maybe because like Marcus Rashford, it'd be interesting to see what news stories come out about him over the next 12 months. Innit?
Start zooming in.
So
on
like
it
it'll be like, let's say like remember what was the thing about Sterling, like long-suffering girlfriend, like trying to
Rashford was doing balloons.
And the thing is,
he's got a child here.
You see with them, man, yeah. You're not allowed to have like a slip in your form.
Yeah, you can't make no mistake.
Right now, yeah. Because even the other day, I think it was we played Chelsea.
You're not afforded to have.
I like feed the kids, but we got Chelsea on the weekend.
Yeah, but you're not. You're not afforded. You're not afforded the opportunity that someone like Harry Maguire has. If Rashford was in Harry Maguire's position, it would be worse. No. Sterling having a ruckers on holiday, it will be a madness.
Yeah, they'll finish him.
you wouldn't have the chance to like, you know, get your mind right, like give him a run of games.
Jamie Redknapp said something so mad about him, bro. It's like, give him a break. I'm like, so when was this humanity for the black players? You're not just so obvious all the time. And I like it because we get to see who you are, but I'm like, you're not even slick. Like,
yeah.
Nah. I think our people need to not forget about that. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
We try not to. We try to make sure we
forget too quick and we blow things too much. Like, we need to like.
Yeah, I mean, everything that my man's doing, he has to keep his foot on everyone's neck and still be able to bang a goal in against PSG.
But to be fair to him, he's doing it. So
yeah, he's doing it. So. Get you a man that could do both.
Like they've been on him from early though, man.
Yeah, what Van's trying to say is like being a humanitarian doesn't get you the Ballon d'Or in it. So
no, it doesn't. It's like when you choose to do something good, it's like almost like a microscope on you. Like now you can't. You have to excel in everything, otherwise they're gonna just pick you apart.
And I respect
it. Be like that.
No, it shouldn't. But this is the game we play with the media. So there was an MP that was getting a lot of flack in it. So what she did was she tried to do, you know, like I always say about Infinity Stones, in it. So there's a victim Infinity Stone in it. So when people were highlighting, so there was due to, I think it's the Public Information Act, you can actually go and see what MPs have claimed for expenses. You can actually see it. But funnily enough, when this Rashford thing happened, suddenly the site crashed. You couldn't see people's information anymore. But her information came out. She claimed back a lot of money, and people, you know, like internet, you can say whatever you want in it. So someone called her a slag, which I mean, it's not it's not that harsh, innit? So she screenshotted that, and then maybe like a day later, Rashford came out and did like the good PR thing, was like, obviously this fight is big, what we're trying to do, but I don't want to encourage or just basically want to say like I don't condemn or condone that type of behavior. And I think he's clocked that like my public face has to be clean in it. So kill him with kindness, even though deep down, bruv, calling a slag, that's not that bad. Like, you're slag, innit? Like, it's cool, but in front of the people, let's try and behave appropriately, or at least let everyone know that I don't condone that behavior publicly anyway, innit? So it's like, bro, if I was an MP, I wouldn't even get into the pig pen of Twitter and that. Enjoy your rich lifestyle over there. You clearly don't care. Some of them have claimed like 100 bags plus a year.
It's
like,
mad. What are you really doing though to claim this money?
The second home expensive. Like when you get into like garden, the whole expenses scandal,
I said garden.
When you get into the expenses scandal, you understand why I'm so big on this whole rob this England thing. They are robbing us blind, bruv. Like
100%,
bro. When it comes, are we talking about Nigeria and corruptions? Governments are corrupt in it. Even
this is one of the most expensive places to live in the world.
Corrupt, bro.
Everywhere, it's like
you get a paycheck, it's all gone the same day.
Bro, we spoke about the PPE company that only formed like within the last year or so, or it might even be a little bit shorter than that, and getting like £1 million contracts.
So man,
I want that level of trust. I've not worked in tech,
trust me.
But I want 100 bags for a tech job tomorrow.
22 million. I would trust me.
I will only steal 2.
Don't be surprised when you see me with a Pyrex. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. Figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
Comedy style.
Comedy style. Whipping in the kitchen, got them good traits.
Yeah.
Wow.